Welcome back to another video, guys. Today is the day where I'm going to start on the CV boot. So let me just show you what I've got ready. I've got the basic tools in here, 9/16, which will do my track rod end nut and the caliper bolts. I've also got a, what's this here, 11/16, I believe. Yeah, 11/16 to do the ball joints on the top here. I've got my buzz gun down here on the floor to do the impact and to remove the hub nut, a ball joint splitter, and what's this here? 3/4. I can't remember what I've got that for, but I've got it in case I need it there, I think. And a hammer, and that's it. So I'm going to jump into start doing this now and get this rigged on a tripod so I can guide you through it as I do it. So let me just do that quickly. Right, it's pretty dark because there's a thunderstorm brewing up, but I do my best to try and keep you in the light. And I'm going to be rushing it, so I'll do my best to explain it best way I can. So first I'll start with removing this split pin here. So right, so now I'll buzz the hub nut off with a, what is it, 1/5/16. Crack my ball joints loose now, all 3 of them, and then I'll do my caliper next. Right, now when you're using these ball joint split tools, I always tend to get the nut level at the top so it doesn't damage the threads. And then there's an end here for tapping it into place, so you just in a good position, still get your socket on there. This is what that 3/4 socket was for this tool. Tension up on it, and we're going to start tightening that pin up. And then just encouraging wax on the top to help it out. There you go. That's gone. If you keep tightening and tightening, you'll normally snap one of the fingers off the fork if you're overkilling it. So take your time with it and just gently guide it out. Again, do the same on the rest of them. Steering rack one tends to be a lot easier. This wants to pop as easy as that. Easy. Get yourself a bungee cord, find somewhere safe to hook it to, slide your caliper off. Hook it up. This washer falls out from behind where the hub nut came off. Push this down. You want to be careful you don't pull it out the gearbox now. This comes off. That's off there. Right, got the clip in now, got this cable tie off. It's off there. This is just a seal ring that goes to the back of the bearing to support the seal for the wheel bearing. So I'll pull that aside, I want to reuse that. I've got a normal style boot clip here on the inside, so just try to bend it out. One of these OE style hook-on ones. And then this is the difficult part. Sometimes you've got to try and just give it a good whacking it, should just want to pop off like that. A few good whacks. You want to try and keep this whole planetary system flat as you're trying to whack it. So I've pulled the drive shaft aside then to keep it parallel. That way when I'm whacking the hammer, it's getting a good flat contact on the outer race there, which will, well, the outer body, which helps shock it out. And it's only a little pop ring in there. That's out. I'm just going to wipe some of the mess up off it to try and help the new boot to grip on properly. New boot. Push it over, and then the end will roll in on itself, so roll it back out. Right, yeah, it's a notch in there, push it. You've got quite a few ridges on these, so you want to find the best one for it. Normally it's the second one down. Cable tie around here to grip it now. I've got a special fancy tool, cable tie gun. I'm only going to low torque on this, so pop it on here and tightens it and cuts it for you in one go. Line this up with the splines, and then with a shunty from your own body weight, you should be able to just click it into place like that, and that's it, it's back on again. Yeah, nice and easy. Right, now for the grease packing. Put it open. And what I do is I bend it over so the balls are exposed. Just here, diagonally. Might be able to see it just here, like that, a good angle on it. Feed a bit in here, and then rotate my shaft and do the same again. Until I've done it all the way around. There's already plenty of grease left further inside at the bottom of the the bottom of the CV joint in there, so I'm not too fussed about that. And then the excess I'll just, for now, plonk on top here, pull my boot over, and I'll smidge the boot around in a second to get as much of it around as possible. Right, and the boots have a little rib in them, so they should sort of kind of pop into place on the drive shaft like that. And it'll look kind of even all the way around once it's in place. So give it a good spin and just check it's all landed in the right place. Once you've got that, another wipe down, like so. And then now I'm just going to cable tie it up. A couple of cable ties from the kit. Thread these two cable ties together. Make sure it's still in its groove. And don't go crazy, just start slowly zipping it around. Perfect. This one I might do a little bit tighter because it's prone to slipping off when you steer. One off, and do the other one. That's on. I hope this stays now because these are terrible for catching on the back of the hub, these cable ties or whatever clips you put on. It's quite frustrating. But now to reassemble. So caliper at the front obviously, so let's get my support ring there back on first. Slide my hub into place carefully without knocking anything out. Put my bottom ball joint in first, push it down and guide the top one in. And then I'll put the nuts in while I'm here so I know they're in place. And it's a bit lighter to lift now without the caliper on it, I guess. There I go. Get my disc in place. This is spline, remember, so grab your drive shaft, pull it through, your cone washer on there, get this on the socket still okay, get that on there. I'm just going to buzz this up partially now, so it's just done that way. Tighten the last bit up in a minute. Just checking my boot looks okay. I move it left and right to try and pump some of that grease around there. Make sure it ain't going to pop off while I'm here. So it's pretty good. It's not scraping on the hub, which is fantastic news, really. You know, are always scraping on the hub at the back and popping the clips off. You can't see, but on this part of the hub, the cable ties or whatever clips you fit in there always catch and pull off the boot. But this seems to be pretty good, these small cable ties I found. Next I'll get my caliper in place. Right, so that's as tight as I can get it to physically go with an extended breaker bar, so that should be more than enough in the requested torque. And now just finally for the split pin. And that's it, job done. I did have someone on the inside using the foot brake to lock it up for me so I could do this main hub nut. But you can do it if you've got a wheel that's got a big enough pop-out cap in the centre and do it on the ground to tighten it and loosen it. Right guys, that's all we have for today. I hope that's of help as usual. I'm going to finish off packing up and putting the wheel back on and dropping it down now. But you'll catch me in the next video. Thanks for watching again. Like, share and subscribe guys. See you later.